When you take the time to give a thumbs up or to leave a comment, I really appreciate it. And I want to say, you're awesome! Thank you. So, how do you know the difference between an overt narcissist and a covert narcissist? Well, this is how I separate the two. An overt narcissist doesn't have a problem dropping their mask out in the world, in front of strangers, in front of coworkers, in front of anybody. A covert narcissist, on the other hand, they like to keep their mask on, and they prefer only to drop the mask in the privacy of their own home. So they will only be emotionally, verbally, or physically abusive with a very few people in their life. Whereas the overt narcissist, well, they're happy to spread that nastiness to anyone who's around. For example, an overt narcissist will start fistfights with people out at bars. An overt narcissist will start an argument with her husband, and she will just start verbally assaulting him or even physically hitting him at the grocery store for everyone to see. So that is how you can easily identify an overt narcissist. The covert narcissist, if you make them angry while you're, let's say, at the grocery store, they will hold in their anger and frustration until you get home or in the car where no one else can hear the abuse or see the abuse. So that's the difference. And of course, you have narcissism is very fluid, and narcissists often, they might even be overt narcissists for a number of years, and then they will graduate later in life to much more of a covert narcissist. And I'll give you an example of the type of person I visualize when I think of an overt and covert. For me, the stereotypical overt narcissist would be a woman who will verbally assault her husband in front of anyone in public. She also will be overtly sexual, so she might be at a bar with her boyfriend and start putting her hands all over other men right in front of her boyfriend. This is a very overt narcissist. Whereas when I think of the covert narcissist, I think of a mother who, on the outside world, everyone thinks, oh, she's so sweet, and she bakes pies, and she goes to church every Sunday morning. Whereas this is an even nastier, covert, insidious type of narcissist, and she only drops her mask maybe with her children and her spouse. And if, let's say, a child were to go to a neighbor's house and say, my mom is mean and nasty, no one would believe it, because to the outside world, she is just this church-going, sweet, lovely lady. The other point I want to make is that I personally think that overt narcissists are of lower intelligence. And I'll tell you why. Because overt narcissists don't have self-control. And that's why they're overt. This is why when they're out in public and something angers them, they can't hold it in. They just explode. Whereas the covert narcissist, I think of them as being of higher intelligence because they have the self-control. They can become angry and keep it in and wait. And also, covert narcissists, in my opinion, tend to be a lot more calculating. They really think through how they're going to abuse you. They put a lot of thought into it, whereas the overt narcissists, they're just complete dumbasses and they lose their temper and there's no thought put into how they're abusing you. It just comes out. So that's it. As always, stay strong and get toxic people out of your life. Bye.